Is the best bush pilot in the Outer Rim territories.
Look at the size of that thing.
That came from behind.
Should be able to penetrate the outer defense.
Almost there. Almost there. It didn't go in.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.
Luke, at that speed, will you be able to pull...
That's what she said. Knopf Clipper, hi friends, Darth Momo here, and I am going to talk about the original, the first, the one and only Star Wars, A New Hope. Star Wars, A New Hope, Episode 4, it's got many names, but all in all, it's what started it all. Too rhymey for my taste. Anyway, so I sat down and rewatched this film. I mean, of course I loved it. But here's something I'm going to say that's probably going to upset all of you. So you might want to skip like halfway through this video if you don't want to hear this. Okay, ready? Ready? Now that all you people who can't take the truth are gone, Star Wars is kind of boring. Yeah, I said that. So you're like, wait, what? I sat in the movie theater when that thing came out and that thing had me. Well, yeah, that's because that opening shot, that sucked people in because at the time this film came out in 1977, that was one of the most amazing things you had ever seen because that was not the average film. Those special effects at its time were mind-blowing. Nowadays, it's nothing. It's average. It's what you see all the time. So that doesn't immediately pull people in. And because of that, because the action sequences and all that, it doesn't immediately pull you in, you're left sitting the next 20, 30 minutes just kind of bored. The droid's walking around in the desert. Oh, we meet Luke. Oh, he's got some issues with just, not getting able to leave home. And here's the thing. Star Wars, when being shown to little kids, that an immediate action sequence will pull them in and they will be in tune to what's going on the rest of the film. Same with the people back in the 80s. But nowadays, the average film goer, they're going to zone out a little. And once we get to about the, it's a solid story. I'm going to give it that. It's a basic, simple story. It's an odd story. Hey, let's make a space epic in the middle of the desert. Sounds interesting. Sounds weird. It worked. And because there's this big love for it, that gets people to kind of try and get into it. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the film. It's Star Wars. I love the film. The music, the story, some of the acting, the plot. It all works. The effects were great. They still hold up. That's how great they were. Is because when some effects from 1977 still hold up. 40 years later, it's good. But it's a simple story. That's it. It's nothing like fascinating or super fascinating. We're like, whoa, this is out of the... I've never seen this before. So, yeah. It's got a few issues. Not necessarily anything against the film, just more so against people trying to get into the film. But once you stick it out, it's great. Because it unloads you to the ending of the film and then everything that comes after it. It's great. And it is a great starter. It gives the simple questions. It was a standalone film though. The music is perfect. The acting. It was okay from Mark Hamill. It was decent from Mark Hamill. Not okay, it was decent. Carrie Fisher was okay. Everyone else, it was great. Alec Guinness, Harrison Ford, James Earl Jones, Peter Cushing. I love Peter Cushing in this film. Tarkin's so cool. I mean, of course, at first it's just like, okay, it's Tarkin, whatever. But then when you get him throughout Clone Wars and Rebels and Rogue One, he grows. And he becomes a more interesting villain. Darth Vader, of course, at first, he still is a fascinating villain. He's not as terrifying as some people said he was when they first saw him in 1977. Because everyone knows Darth Vader, whether you've seen Star Wars or not. Everyone knows Darth Vader. Everyone knows that, spoiler, Luke and Darth Vader are kind of related. So, with all that being said, Star Wars. Is it good? Yeah. Also, I will mention, because I've been watching the Blu-ray films, I got the special editions. And because it's part of the film, we got to discuss it. Most of the special edition changes, I don't mind and I like. Don't hit me, please! Don't hit me! Okay then, now that I said that. There are a few changes I don't like, though. Han and Greedo, how that played out. Not a fan of that. I would change that if I could. When R2 hides behind extra CGI rocks and Obi-Wan's scream has been changed to... I don't even know how to describe it. That's a change I would reverse. Oh, what else do we have? A change I would make. CGI and not CGI, but like find a way to try and add in Wedge Antilles into the briefing room because it kind of looks a little odd. That's just a personal nitpick though, so that's something I would change. But what other changes? The Jabba the Hutt scene. It's not really that I have an issue with it, like being there, more so just the CGI part of it. And Han says, Jabba, you're a wonderful human being, which is kind of a stupid line. It made sense back when they filmed it because Jabba was played by a human. He's not, though. Those are really the only changes I don't like. Everything else I like. Yeah. So, now that we've said that, what is there left? Nothing much. We pretty much reviewed the film. It was good. The action, the plot, story, the characters, they're fleshed out. Although if you think about it, we don't meet Han Solo until about 45 minutes into the film. Bet you didn't know that. The film's only 2 hours, so that's 3/8 of the way into the... So about 38%-ish. We don't meet him until about 38% of the way into the film. Bet you didn't know that? But that's really all I've got to say. On my ranking list, I will give this film number 2. Yeah, that's a change of pace. I mean, does it have some clunky dialogue issues? A little. Does it have some acting issues? A little. Carrie Fisher not showing any emotion when her entire bloody planet gets blown up. Oh, what else do we have? The lightsaber fight being okay, yeah. Does it have a kind of slow, not as interesting lightsaber fight? Yeah. Is it a kind of a slower paced film? Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's not necessarily a detriment, it's just we're trying to get those initial viewers. But does it beat out almost every film? Yeah. Its effects were pushed it at the time. It really revitalized the film industry, and that's why it's got to be given such a high place. It really changed some things. It's a solid film. I mean, is it kind of a unoriginal? Yes. Not in the sense that it was a direct copy, but in the sense that it said, oh, we're going to take from a little bit from this, and a little bit from this, and a little bit from this. We'll grab a touch from here. We'll grab a little sprinkles from here. Get a couple ingredients from here, a few spices, and it puts all that together to create this. It is a mishmash of many different things. So it's unoriginal, but at the same time it is original. It is a solid story. It works. It's great, and that's why it gets number 2. What gets number 1 though? We'll find out next. Thank you guys for joining. Darth Momo out. Have a nice day. May the Force be with you. We have 5 days. Fans, it's coming close. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, comment down below and hit that like button. Oh,
and check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you'll find them a delight.